Hi, I'm Garrett Wood, and I am your trusted mindset coach. I believe that we all have potential that we have yet to tap into. In fact, my fascination with mindset and human potential goes all the way back to elementary school for me when I learned the power of visualization to quell my anxieties before gymnastics meets. And then as I entered my 20s, I became deeply entrenched in the fitness world and I whittled myself down to about 20 pounds less than you see here in order to win runner up in a bodybuilding competition. And then 1 month later, at 110 pounds, I deadlifted almost 300 pounds at a powerlifting meet. So, needless to say, I unlocked my human strength potential and I got even more curious. But at the time, I felt very stifled because in our world, progress isn't always easily measured by a poundage, and success sometimes feels tied to money. And I felt so stuck counting people's calories at Crossroads of Fitness because I felt like I was putting a band aid on a deeper issue. We all know mindset is linked to our waistline, or our waistline is linked to our mindset. So I wanted to get the training. I wanted to understand how to help people unlock their potential and have weight loss simply be a side of it, or a greater bottom line be something that just seems to come so quickly because you're clear on what you're doing. Thus, my Dare to Be Still program was born. And for some of you, if you're not sure what that is, the easiest way to explain it is life coaching. But I think that's too broad, so I prefer the term mindset coaching. Very quickly, I began helping executives and high performing individuals understand that their lackluster bottom lines and their intra company drama was completely self created by their subconscious. I believed the men and women who told me they were stuck because I had felt stuck. And together, I guided them out of their fear. I guided them out of their victimhood and helped them understand the limiting beliefs that were merely creations by their own mind. And so, in this work, we gain insight. We turn pain into insight. We require vulnerability of ourselves and learn how to work with that skill. You will expand to the degree that you can do the mental gymnastics around what you're being challenged with. It's all about slowing down first, discovering your potential, and thanks to the accountability that I provide with my Dare to Be Still coaching, we will then take aligned action to fulfill the core desires that maybe you've been yearning for years, and maybe you didn't even know you were yearning for. You just felt inner turmoil in your life. So how do we do this? How do we increase the bottom line? How do we fulfill our romantic desires? How do we fall back in love with ourselves? Well, although the work is intuitively guided by me, it does follow a 3-phase approach. The first phase, like the title maybe hints at, is stillness. We spend 2 months going inward. We kick things off with a 50-question questionnaire that will help you return home to yourself. You'll be taking the Enneagram test. We'll be looking at your human design chart. And then we'll be doing a 2-hour kickoff, you and I, face to face, if it's safe and feasible. Otherwise, we have Zoom. So within those 2 months, we take a hard look at your shadow. We look at shadow values. We look at money mindset. We reacquaint you with your inner child. We discover the limiting beliefs you've created. We create some new beliefs to put in place instead. And then we identify the baggage, let go of it, and identify core wounds at the same time. At the very end, we identify your gut instinct dreams, the things that you think about the most often. We write them down. We don't judge them. We just let them have their moment. From there, we enter phase 2, which is all about your future vision. We create a map as if it's the North Star, which will guide you to the life you've always dreamed of living. In phase 2, we reevaluate the goals from the past. We get very clear on your current values, and we work with an abundance-based mindset towards all you desire. Once the North Star is crystal clear, we move into phase 3. Now, phase 3 is all about aligned action. Hashtag dare to move. It's time to go. The nutrition coach in me loves this part of the work because I am a queen at accountability through all of my years coaching people through daily check-ins with nutrition. I pride myself on holding a strong container of structure and scaffolding for you to take this action. And if action is triggering you right now, don't worry. This is actually not the hardest part of the program, although it sounds like it might be. The thing is, by this point in the program, you know yourself so well and you have the skills of observing your life, investigating incidents that are happening in your life. And with this new awareness, the aligned actions are just setting your life into flow. It's actually much easier than you could ever imagine right now. You've developed so many skills that even self-reflection becomes automatic. So if you're ready to slow down, if you'd like a guide turning inward, and you want to know about that potential that you haven't yet tapped into, please click the link below and sign up for a clarity session with me. Just like you wouldn't go to the shoe store and try on or grab a pair of shoes off the shelf and go home expecting them to fit perfectly, we won't know we're a perfect fit until we do that clarity consult call. In 30 minutes, I'll get to know you and what you're challenged with and provide some insight on what you can do to not only overcome the challenge, but start living a more aligned life. I want you to experience coaching and see what that feels like for you. So again, please click the link below. I would love to get to know you and show you what mindset coaching could do for your life, specifically with my Dare to Be Still program. Thanks so much for listening, and please email me. My email is below if you have questions.